to share my screen. Okay, so since it's like December, next month is January, we're going to talk about goal setting because everybody seems to do a New Year's resolution. So we're going to talk about that. How many of you actually keep your New Year's resolution?
I don't even think I make one anymore.
Mine used to always be, I'm going to lose weight. And it's
I
still that
quit.
way.
I quit making them a long time ago too.
I quit making them a long time ago too.
So, but you guys do have goals that you want to achieve with us. So we're going to,
Yeah, that's one thing. Every year I've got to have something that either my hair stays long or get curled or I don't know what. A new style.
all right. So what is a goal? So a goal is basically an idea for the future or desire result that a person plans to commit and achieve. A goal is similar to a purpose and is something that you are trying to do or achieve. So some example of goals, which is like the number one is I want to lose weight. Then you have your budgeting. People want to budget. A lot of people want to go back to school or get their GED, go on vacation. They want to raise their credit score to maybe buy a new
Call
house,
Hunter,
a
Leah.
car, find better employment, quit smoking, or even open up a savings account.
Call Hunter.
So, so SMART goal. SMART actually means the S is specific, measurable, attainable, achievable, realistic, and time frame. So that's what we always call a SMART goal. So the S is basically you're going to ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish? Or what is my goal? What do I want to do? You're going to then ask yourself, why is it important to you? Think of how you're going to accomplish this goal and what resources are you going to use and how you're going to use them. So here's one. If you're wanting to lose weight, because that's the always go-to one, it's like ask yourself, how much do you want to lose and why? It's like every year it's like I'm going to lose weight, but it's like I'm just going to lose weight. I don't have a specific weight that I want to lose or why I want to lose it. So, but if you do, you're going to ask yourself, how are you going to accomplish this, and what resources are you going to use? So, we can with weight loss, it's like I'm going to go to the doctor or nutritionist. I'm going to get a plan. This is how many calorie intakes. This is my, you know, no sodas. I'm not going to drink any sodas. I'm just going to strictly drink water and coffee. And then, but that's all great. But you need to ask yourself why you want to do this. Is it just because, or you want to better your health? You found a swimming suit that you want to fit in this summer. It's like, I've got to lose weight because I want to look good in that. But you always you need to be specific on what you want to do. So M is measurable. So this means, how will you track the progress? How much or how many, like how much weight you want to lose? Um, how do you know if you reach your goal? What evidence will provide you that you know that you're making progress to your goal? So your goal must have a criteria for measuring progress. If there's no criteria, you will not be able to determine your progress. And if you're on track to reach your goal, to start weighing yourself and write it down on a post-it note or somewhere. You could even have a journal, write it down there, And then you're going to sit down and determine how often are you going to weigh yourself? Are you going to do it once a week? You're going to do once a month, twice a week. But you also, in that journal, need to put how much you're wanting to lose towards your goal. So, like, if I want to lose 80 pounds, so I'm going to write that in there. I'm going to determine this is going to be my workout regimen. This is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do this. This is the foods I want to eat. So you have to write it down so you can go back to it later. Achievable. Do you have the resources and capability to do it, to achieve that goal? If you don't, what's missing? What do you think is missing from that for you trying to achieve it? And you want to make a reasonable goal that you can achieve and in a time frame that will keep you motivated and focused. Now, the last one, have others done it successfully before? That one is a double-edged sword because you do not want to be like other people. This is for you, not, well, Sally did it and she only did it in 2 weeks. Well, maybe you don't want to have that much pressure put on you, because if you do, I think you're going to set yourself up for failure. That's just me. But you always want to do it for you, not just because Sally down the street or did this and you think you can do it. If you can, that's great, but you want to do you. You
Yeah,
want to be you. You do
definitely
not want
don't
to.
compare your success to others. Do what's best for you.
So, I mean, your goals must be achievable and attainable. This will help you figure out ways that you can realize that the goal you work towards is achievable. It should be stretched to make you feel challenged, but defined well enough that you can actually achieve it.
I think a lot of it is starting in steps too, because if you want to lose 80 pounds and you put that in a month period, when you don't reach that plateau, it's gonna make you plummet and you're just gonna stop. It's more realistic to be like, okay, this month I'm gonna lose 5 pounds. Next month I'm gonna lose 10, and work your way up. That way you don't get discouraged.
Yes.
Alan, it just depends on you, on how big of a goal you should make yourself. You don't want to make it like we're going to get into the short-term and long-term goals here in a little bit, and that will probably tell you like a time frame that you can use. And then, Tanisha.
When I last year, that was one of my big goals, is to lose weight. And like she said, instead of just saying I'm gonna do this much, and I did it like per month for the whole year. Like I said, I wanted to lose so much weight, and I made it out and balanced it as far as the whole year. Because after I had my daughter, I got to like 210 pounds, and now I'm down to 154.
That's awesome. So the R is realistic. So you got to be honest with yourself to see if you can realistically achieve this goal. You know, is this goal attainable in your time frame in your resources? Are you actually going to commit to this goal? And that's a big one. A lot of people are like, yeah, I'm going to commit, but they're like, yeah, but if I don't, that's okay. Well, you're not really, that's like on the back burner. That's something I'm not really, I want to do it, but I don't think I want to do it right now. But that's my goal, part of my goal that I want to do. So you have to be able to commit. And then look at the long picture. Is this going to be worthwhile? Is this going to actually be worth your time? Worth something that you want so bad that you are actually going to hold yourself accountable for? I mean, because if it's not realistic, you're not going to be able to accomplish it, because you will have this is what I want. but maybe I'll do it this time. But then a month passes and it's like, oh yeah, I need to do this. So you're kind of going in and out. Tracy, you're on
I
mute.
believe that's part of the reason I've probably not finished. I've always had a bad habit of not finishing things. Whenever I go to like make a goal, I make it like something that's not realistic, and then I don't end up either doing it or I don't end up finishing it. So, like what you said, make a goal that you can. Oh Lord, I'm drawing a blank. That you
You
can
want to make
reach.
it, it's like, yeah, absolutely. It's like, why?
Yeah.
What do I need to do? And how am I going to do this?
Exactly.
So time is a big thing too. You have to have a deadline. And you need to know when you want to achieve it. And don't keep pushing it. It's like, oh well, I only lost this much this month. I'll lose 4. I'll say I only lost 2 this month. I'll just do 4 next month to get back on track. And you're giving yourself an exit and not keeping up with that. So to the point where it's, oh yeah, well, I guess I'm not going to hit that. And then you don't hit your goal. So you have to have something that's going to motivate you, to help motivate you to do it. It's like mine, I do need to lose weight, and my goal is to lose at least 80 pounds by June because I have a concert I want to go to, and it's going to be in the middle of summer, and I do not want to wear jeans. It's going to be super hot. So my daughter and I are like, okay, we're going to lose weight, even though she's like a beanpole. I'm like, I was like, yeah. I was like, you are not fat. I've had 2 kids. And she's like, oh, mom. But so the importance of a SMART goal. So the SMART method helps you push yourself further. It gives you a sense of direction, and it helps you organize and reach your goals. And it keeps you on the path towards success. So always use clear language. Don't use any vague language. And add your milestones along the way. Once you pass your milestones, it should push you more. It's like, I completed the first step. Now I know I can complete the second step. And always stay focused of what's going to benefit you in your goal. So here is the short-term and long-term goals. So with us in success in the program, your short-term goal is anywhere from 3 to 6 months, and your long-term is a year to 3 years. You can make your own how long is long-term. I mean, if you Google it, it'll tell you long-term is anywhere from 3 to 5 years. Short-term is anywhere from a year to 2 years. But you're the one who's going to make that decision. So, and we kept along with the weight loss theme. So short term, we have the time frame 3 to 6 months. Take a 20-minute walk on your lunch break 4 times per week, and can be a part of your progress towards your long-term goal. So long term is we put 1 to 3 years. End goal is to lose 80 pounds in 24 months, which would be 2 years. Can be divided into short-term goals to keep on track. Example, in 3 months, I will lose 9 pounds. So that's 3 pounds a month you want to keep yourself to. And you can keep a running tally of days in a row you've worked on your goal. The days you missed of progress, just because you missed it doesn't mean you're going to sabotage yourself. Everybody has kids. So, and to me, I'm going to do whatever for my kids. I'm always on the back burner because my kids come first. But I'm to the point now where I'm about to be an empty nester. So I'm going to start, working to see what I can do for myself. But I mean, my kids will always still be there. So it's like, hey, I want to go to Rogers and eat at Chewy's. I'm on a diet. Of course I'm going to go, and I'm not going to veer off just because I went to eat that. But, just because you miss one or you're hungry and you overate, it's not going to derail you unless you just quit and then it's like, okay, I'll do this next month or I'll do this 2 months from now. But keep on track. It's like, okay, for this month, this is what I'm going to do. And then you reach it. So you're excited. Next month, I'm going to do this. And you reach it. And by the time it's said and done, you've reached your goal.
We have to go back up there now.
So there's so many examples. Some people, you can write them down and they'll be perfect. Others might be a visual person. So they can do a vision board. So, and a vision board is something like this. I remember when I guess it was in elementary school, we used to cut things out of the magazines and paste them on paper. And then they'd be they were hanging up in the wall like in the hallways. But it's like, I want to go on vacation. So you find somewhere, or like on this one, they want to go White River rafting. So find a picture, put that in there. That's what you're going to work towards. Like that's a vacation. You want to move out of the house if you're still living at home. But like you're leaving, kind of apartment you want to get. I want to eat healthier. Put whatever foods. It's something that you can actually see instead of just writing it down and then going back to it. With me, I'm a visual person. If you show me something and how to do it, then I can pick it up. But if it's sitting there like reading the instructions, I don't struggle with it. It's not my favorite, no. But I like to be shown what to do because to me, I pick up faster than if I have to read it. Also, we also have like a planning. This is for if you want to write it down. It's like who and what. So you want to lose weight? Okay, what are you going to do this? What do you think you need to achieve your goal? And then you're going to ask yourself, how are you going to do it? How are you going to take the steps to do this? And then once you get your steps written down, is it reasonable? Do you think this will work? Then the R is like, is it relevant? So if I do the steps that I say, what should I expect the end results to be? And then your time frame is how long you want to do this. Tracy said, the small goal is to be more patient with my kids. I've been there. And I've been there. I've definitely been there. And that has been one of my goals too. It's like, it's like I can do this, but they also know what buttons to press.
I've always been scared to ask for patience because it seems like you have to go through the stressful, hard times to get patience. So I'm always like, just give me a break. I kind of reword it.
Okay. Alan, my wife and I need to build a new house. So that is my long term. My short term is to make the house we live in now a little better. Alan, that could actually be 2 goals. The one with to make your house better now, that could also be a long-term goal plus a short-term goal is the steps to get there to make it better, and then your long-term to build a new house is your short term is how are you going to do that? What steps are you going to take to achieve um, that?
That's what we're looking into now, is to try to get either grants or small loans to help us get it to that point to where we can be better off than what we are now.
Right.
It's not been an easy road, but we're slowly getting there.
Does anybody have any questions?
When does if you do get to college, when does it start? In January?
It just depends. Usually, the semester, the first, I guess it would be spring semester, starts usually the middle of January. And um,
And
so
do we get set up with I mean, I can go get a computer and everything, but I mean, how do we set this up to make it work?
for you to do online classes or
To be enrolled, online classes, yes.
so I think there is a once you're enrolled and you pick your classes, you'll have I'm trying to remember. So mine was when I enrolled online, they sent me the classes. I got to pick the classes, and then it was depending on if it was Eastern time, or I think mine was Mountain time. So I was always an hour ahead. So it just depends on what classes you take and when they're available.
So it is Eastern time or Western time or on the classes too?
On what now?
When you pick out the classes, you have to make sure it's like Western or Eastern time.
Mm-hmm. It should give you a Central time
Okay.
on but it's been several years since I've been on any
I've
online
never done it
classes.
before, but I've got a smart ninth grader that can get me set up anyway. Then
So
I'll do it on my own.
in the chat is the survey.
Oh, the chat is a survey?
Mm-hmm. In the chat. Chris, do you have to take a test to be placed in classes? So depending on if this is going to be your first year of college, you'll take the placement test for if you do not have your what am I your
Basics.
yeah. So if you've never enrolled in college, then you will take the placement test to see what classes for basics you need.
It says you need permission. This form cannot be viewed by users in the owner's organization.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to that. Okay, try it
I have
again.
to go back.
Try it again.
Okay, try it again.
It's working for me now.
Okay.
Okay, now mine's working. What is your ruler? You don't have to read
Where are we supposed to go?
It's in the chat. It'll also be on the Facebook page.
And what is it? The
I haven't put it up.
question?
Yeah, it's a survey.
It's a survey. Okay, you'll have to
Arian,
excuse. You have to excuse me. I am sick at the moment, and whew, I took notes like I usually do. So, are we asking questions now?
yep.
Okay. Okay.
So, I mean, all of you have goals now. Lisa?
So can we take it at the end of the serve or at the end of this
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
online?
absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
So, all of you have goals, some of them to open up a savings account. We ask you when you enroll, what is your short-term goal? What is your long-term goal? And so all of you have pretty good goals. And some of you have achieved some already. Everybody's so quiet. Nobody has any questions.
Yeah, I think everybody's questioned out. So
I think so too. Well, if that's the case, then we can wrap it up early.
yeah, 10 minutes early.
I know.
Do we do the survey right away, or
No,
do we do it from Facebook?
you can do it from Facebook. As soon as we get off here, I'm going to add it to the Facebook page. And then if it's like if other people have not taken it, it'll still be on the Facebook page, but on Tuesday, Kathy will have hers. And then after Kathy's, then it'll be up, the seminar would be uploaded probably on the 15th.
Okay.
So, but everybody here can do the survey now.
Okay. Thank you.
Sean, did you have your hand raised?
Oh yeah, it's Janine. Sorry,
Oh, okay,
we're both
sorry.
sitting here, but I was the one that raised my hand. Yes, I was interested in the SMART class, so when that or the savings class.
Mm-hmm.
So when that comes, I'm just so glad you guys do so much for this community. I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Any more questions? Tracy.
No questions, but I also wanted to say thank you very much. And right now, it's really, really a big blessing to helping our family out. So thank you guys.
You're welcome. Thanks.
I'm glad you all are in the success program because we do have a lot of fun. Yeah, we take it kind of serious too, but we always like to have fun. It's not always business. At least not with me. I like to have fun. Otherwise, then it'd be boring. Anybody else? Alex. Oh, wait, she already left. Did you? Anna, did you leave?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I guess this is the end one. I just wanted to second that motion, the thankfulness. I'm really thankful for everybody that's working during these challenging times it's a real blessing for the community to have such a outreach project as you provide. I just wanted you guys to know and understand that, yes, this I feel is a blessing to a lot of people that need it and struggling in this point in time. So
Amen.
thank you. And bless every one of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. If nobody else has any questions,
Everybody have a very Merry Christmas.
yeah, I won't see any of you till January.
It'll be a new year.
And yes,
See you next year.
Oh yes, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Y'all too.
All right. Well, I guess